Okay, thanks for clicking that button. Before we get to it, just want to let you know Noel's not here right now, but thank you for tuning in to our first video project of Tasty Holes of the Unknown. We went on site to the Hairy Man Road, which is a local Texas legend here in Round Rock, and here's what we found. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for clicking in for our first ever. What do you want to call it, Noel?
Remote. It's a remote. We're on location.
We're on location. Yep. It's the anniversary of the great story, legend of the Hairy Man.
Really? Okay.
Okay. And for the people that don't know anything about the Hairy Man, yep. This is a local legend here in Round Rock. We're right next to Brushy Creek Road. You're going to hear cars going by. If you see anything behind us getting ready to eat us, just let us know. Probably too late. Okay. Just tell my wife I love her. Bye. Keep the house and the dog. Have fun with that shit. But yeah, here we are. We promised you guys some more videos, and we're trying to figure out some shit to do. And I thought it'd be fun that since we live right around the corner to do a live remote or sort of remote thing. Yeah,
this is actually you called it Brushy Creek Road, but it's also known as Hairy Man Road.
Yes, Hairy Man Road.
For the legend that supposedly lives in these woods, which we will try to find tonight. And
they got rid of a lot of the scrubbery. It's not as scary as it used to be. It's a lot more busy than it used to be, but this is a supposed haunted road. Back in the 1800s, for you guys that don't know the local legend, the Hairy Man, he was a baby. He was part of a caravan, and it was a night kind of like tonight. It was a lot of flooding.
Yeah, it's kind of a dreary night.
Night, thunderstorms, and we don't know if he got left or if he just bounced out of the stagecoach.
Somehow became separated.
He became separated, and the party went on, and he stayed behind. Now, they don't know whether he learned how to forage and hunt himself, or if it was the deer that raised them, the local animals. That's all that live out here are deer, squirrels. But chupacabra. But he learned how to be out on his own and hunt and whatnot.
The term is feral, right? He became feral?
He became very feral and became very hairy because of it.
I guess they didn't have razors back then?
I don't know. I guess not. But, fuck it, man. If you're an outdoors man, be an outdoors man.
Live the life.
Just live the life, man. But, he kind of learned how to forage for himself. But what happens is that travelers kind of coming through, he didn't like them being in this area. And what he would do is he would hang out in these trees. We get a lot of overscrub, a lot of overbrush. He would hang out and wait for the stage coaches to come by. And then he would jump down and spook the horses just to get them out of the area. Now, I don't think he murdered and ate people. We're not too sure about that. According to the little placard in the park here, we'll show you a video on that. He just was not the friendliest, but he didn't maim and kill everybody.
Is there actually a monument here for him?
Yes, there is a monument, and we got video of that right now.
So it's rolling right now as we're speaking?
It's rolling right now.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
There it is. Okay,
cool.
And all right, and now we're back. Like I said, I shot a lot of B-roll, so you're going to see lots of cool trees and footage and stuff like that, and more daytime stuff out here.
Cool.
But his legend, supposedly he went out and messed with the wrong stagecoach. Either he fell out of a tree or he jumped in front of it a little bit too early and spooked the horses and he ran them over, thus ending his life back in the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
And local legend is probably later in the 20th century, he appeared again, but as a ghost form. And in some of these dark nights, and there's not so many people and whatnot, if your car gets stuck out here.
Secluded out here.
Well, the last tale I heard was back in 1980, there was a car that got stuck out here.
1980.
1980s-ish, I guess, like not so specific.
That wasn't too long ago.
But there's a guy and his girlfriend, they broke down, and they were kind of waiting on a tow. They couldn't get the car started, and they were waiting. Mm-hmm. And it was real dark. They had no power to the car. And before they knew it, they started hearing like a scratching on the hood or on the roof, the roof of the car. And the guy opened up the door, and it's this big, hairy man. He kind of jumped out the back, scared the crap out of the guy. Wow. He was able to kind of run free, and the girl was able to kind of get away at the skin of their teeth. And that kind of rekindled the Hairy Man legend. So locals around here sometimes park their cars, waiting for them. Some people have seen them cross the road,
like we just did.
Yeah, I think we did kind of see them kind of run by. Or there's a lot of weird kind of stuff out here. Even this tree and all this is kind of set up kind of funky. It's kind of a little bit out of place. So
I just want to say too, I mean, we're out here looking for a supposed ghost or creature or reincarnation of something, but I think I speak for John when I say that we're not going to try to fool you in any way. We're not going to try to do any tricks or say that we saw something we really didn't. We're not to that point yet. I mean, maybe in the future we'll be able to capitalize on it more and have a little bit more special effects to actually scare people a bit more.
I know, that costs money. That's something that we don't have. But we are going to hang out just a little bit, see if we hear or see anything. My eyes are starting to kind of get used to the light now.
Actually, I don't know why, but I keep looking like over to my right. I don't know.
Is it because there's a field back there?
No, I just keep hearing, I want to say like rustling, but I just feel like there's like maybe some guy just walking down that trail, but there's nobody there. And
we are at the end of the trail. We're like in a little cove here.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a little bit off the beaten path.
I got to say too, like I drove down this road maybe a few months ago when we first talked about it on the show. I drove down it during the day, and at the time it didn't really strike me as anything too creepy because it has been developed heavily in the last several years.
Unfortunately,
the road has been widened. There's homes very close to us right now. It's a very highly traveled road, as you can hear all the cars driving by.
Right.
But I got to say, being out here at dark like this, especially with this kind of creepy weather we're having, it's a little spooky, I would say.
This is almost the conditions that he was left in. Like if there's ever a night for him to kind of appear, it's not quite thundering yet, but it's been raining all day. It's wet. It's damp.
It's a little foggy.
It does have that cool kind of haze out to it.
Yeah.
And there's just enough light. Is that the city light or moonlight or whatever? It's just enough light to where you can kind of make your way through here. Everything's kind of got that cool blue kind of look to it.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of eerie kind of place.
Yeah. I mean, I was just kind of surprised. I mean, the road is literally, 30 feet from us maybe, and there's no barrier between us and the road. Like you could just walk right onto the road.
Yeah.
And get run over if that's your desire to do so.
And actually, right around this corner, not too far from us, there's been a couple of deaths here on this road.
Yeah.
There's people that, for whatever reason, there's a couple trees, they had to cut them down, but they kept hitting this one tree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been suggested maybe that's the hairy man kind of coming out and scaring people.
Yeah.
And they're unfortunately kind of hitting the trees and whatnot. It's the only logical, because this road's only about 30, 35 miles. It's not a fast road, but how come people are hitting this tree? Unless you're speeding, obviously, but
probably.
Why that same spot, though? Why that same apex of that corner,
It is a very sharp turn. I remember driving during the day.
Oh, it tricks you.
And I took that turn, and I was driving pretty cautious because I knew that the road was sharp, and I still had to turn the wheel pretty hard to avoid the barrier over there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of creepy because there is a road barrier over there with a bunch of markings on it from cars hitting it and stuff, like skid marks and everything on it.
Right.
Which is a little disturbing when you're driving past it.
Oh yeah.
So I would say this is a pretty creepy area. I think we want to walk around the trail a little bit, see if we can stir up anything.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Are we still going to be on the lav, or we'll just... Actually, we could just sit for a while and just listen. Or you can even try to do... You want to try to debunk the whole EVP thing or whatever? Or
EVP?
Yeah, we'll see if the ghost of the hairy man kind of still lives out here.
Yeah, we'll try to
summon
him.
And what we'll do, we'll kind of wait. Like I said, this is the fun part about doing this crap live. We've got the rain kind of coming down.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll wait for his car to go by, and we'll ask some EVP. We'll see if we can do some EVPs. Why not, right?
Okay.
And here comes car after car. It's a Friday night, so it's
What is going on? It's like...
I know, for such an abandoned road. Okay, here we go.
Wait, hold on. Hang on.
All right. Okay, here we go. Is the hairy man here with us right now? And then the wind just picked up.
I feel so stupid doing this.
Are you hanging out here with us? Are you making fun of Noel right now? If there was one of us that you were going to eat, it would be Noel, right?
I do have more meat.
And if I can make a suggestion for you, totally eat Noel. And he's the reason why you fell off the stagecoach and lived a life of foraging and feral. Is it feralosity? Is that even a word?
Feralosity? I thought it was just...
Of just being feral?
Yeah. I think it's just being feral.
Not uber feralosity or something like that?
By the way, Harry Man is trying to speak right now, but we're talking over him.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm always fascinated by EVPs, but standing here and saying things out loud
You kind of feel like an ass.
into the
you?
darkness.
You kind of feel like an
Feel
ass.
kind of like a douche.
Yeah. We're totally.
But of course, if we do catch anything, we won't feel so foolish.
Right. There's no look foolish right now.
It's because of my headlamp, isn't it?
And before we roll out, is there anything you want to say? Besides us looking like douchebags. We totally look like douchebags. Yeah, there you go. That's our first EVP. That's our first session.
There we go.
All right.
I think some people do it for hours at a time, but we just kind of breezed right through it.
Yeah. Well,
But,
I mean, why
that's what
sit
you
out
get.
here?
That's what you get on here.
Exactly.
I got to pee, so, I don't want to be out here all night.
And I don't want to listen to that EVP, so of no moaning. And just make sure to turn your lab off, because I don't think we want to get that audio, whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to
Or
hold it.
maybe you do. It's not that kind of movie. So, all right. Well, that's our first remote, I guess. We'll kind of add some more here and there. And anything else, though?
No,
I feel weird doing this?
I think we should maybe, to stop the video, but then continue doing a podcast for a little bit on the audio.
Okay.
And just kind of walking up and down the trail maybe a little bit.
All right. Yeah.
And just kind of chit-chatting and
all right.
Seeing if we hear anything, see anything for the next 10, 15 minutes maybe.
And we'll see if we can make that work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, thank you. Sorry if we appear so awkward.
I know.
There's a reason I got into radio, because I hate being on camera.
This doesn't feel right at all.
We went out to look for the rest of that audio, and frankly, it wasn't that good. It started raining real bad, and the audio just wasn't very good. We didn't get any secondary EVPs or anything like that. And from the footage we did show you, we did listen a little bit longer. Frankly, I don't think you guys wanted to watch us sit there for 10 minutes of just listening to nothingness. I don't know how you ghost hunter type people do this out in public and whatnot. It's kind of weird feeling. I was checking out the audio software. I didn't hear anything that was out of place. Maybe the occasional dog barking, and we heard some teenagers out in the woods kind of fooling around. Other than that, as far as the hairy man, it's a good legend. I think Noel agrees with me as well. That's probably about all it is, but it's something that Texas needs, especially here in Round Rock, because we've got the Round Rock, and frankly, it's kind of boring. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching us. We will do more of these. Again, if you like them, yay. If you don't like them, nay. And just give us some comments. If you got anything that's in Central Texas you want us to go check out, hell, if you even live in a haunted house, let us know. We'll go check it out. We're not here to ghost hunt. We're not here to debunk. We're just looking for answers like everybody else and trying to solve some arguments. So thanks for enjoying it. You guys take care.